Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I will try not to make it a habit. What I've basically been doing is getting ready to do the Portcullis gate that I am going to be building at the start of the stream. Basically, what I did is I went ahead and kind of took care of most of the redstone for the gate ahead of time. I'm not a redstone person when it comes to Minecraft, so I need to follow tutorials, and even then I have a little bit of a hard time with it, which will be evidenced by when I show you what I have so far. My gate currently doesn't fully work, so but I have the structure in place at least so that I can make tweaks and changes and then build around it in the meantime until I get the redstone to actually work properly. Basically the issue I'm having right now is that I'm able to close the gate, but then not reopen it. And so that's something that I just have to play around with, or phone a friend essentially, and probably ask my child, because he is a bit of a redstone master. So I'm gonna jump right into it, but first I want to say hey to everybody. So hey Riots, Glassney, Groupon, Malka, thank you guys for joining. Aki, I'm hopefully gonna get a lot of the gate kind of finished, at least the whole structure of the gate, and then I'll move on to working on some of the other parts, the exterior of the castle still, the part across the river. So that's what's kind of probably going to come up for stream today. And then if I have time, I am going to work on the stables and, you know, some of the other interior areas. So let me switch over to my other screen. There we go. So as you can see, and let me clear up the weather a bit. Make sure it's nice and sunny. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and, you know, outside of stream, built the kind of overall structure of, actually shouldn't be there. The overall structure, what I'm kind of going for, and the redstone is all done underneath. And so right now, as it stands, I have a pretty decent like setup here. Basically when this is open, it's going to be about 3 blocks high. You'll see when I press the button right now, it's not doing anything because I have to kind of reset everything and put all of the blocks back in place. And so I might be able to do that and get it to work. We'll see. It's really going to depend on, you know, whether or not I remember what the tutorial I followed showed me. It is not too complex, but for me, redstone just kind of never really computes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just break some of these right now so that I can go ahead and redo them, at least so I know where everything needs to be as far as being in the right place. I think I actually realized one of the things that I did wrong here, which was that I had like an extra row, essentially. So that would explain what the general issue was. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these. I went for the crimson gate because I actually really like using the crimson on the rooftops and stuff, so adding like that extra detail. And I mean, I could just make like a visual, like a nice aesthetically pleasing gate, but I really want it to be a functional gate so I can raise it and lower it. There was this really beautiful portcullis gate that I used to build that I kind of had the redstone memorized for, and it was probably like 6 or 7 years ago, and so like the current version of Minecraft, it just doesn't work. The redstone has changed slightly, so that's something that I can't really do anymore. But basically I need to do 3 layers of pistons up here. What I have on the underside, and this is something I can like break down just to see, like you'll see there's all of these observers down here, and then I have kind of like a more complex like redstone layout over on this other side. The tutorial was actually really good, and what I think I'll do is after the stream I'll link it in the description, just so that you can see what tutorial I used. And so what I'll be doing is I'll be just kind of building around this and enclosing it, so that there's plenty of room, and I'm able to go in and fix any redstone issues if I need to, but that it looks really cool from the outside. So let me get some black wool, and the reason for using the black wool, and this was suggested by the tutorial, was that essentially when you look up and you're underneath, you look up, you won't see all of the pistons underneath. There we go. Hey Groupon, you're back. That's great. So those of you who are here, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. And then, you know, just chill, hang out, and have a good time. How is everyone doing today, actually? Because I feel like, I mean, it's a Thursday, but for me, I feel like I don't know. It feels like a Saturday. Like, it's just a really weird day. Then again, I didn't have to work today, so that's why it kind of feels, I think, a little bit like a weekend. Whizbam! How are you doing? Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm leaving there to be room for like basically 3 blocks high. I want that much space when the gate is open. I could technically do it a little bit higher, I guess. But then I'd have to redo some of the redstone because it's specifically designed to push up 3 blocks and then come back down. Glassney feels like a Monday. Malka feels like a Sunday to me. Everybody's on just a different day of the week today, I guess. Okay, so I need to make sure that some of these are in the right place, that nothing got pushed around and then, you know, didn't get messed up. Don't Groupon code, don't remind me. It's still Thursday. I wish it was Friday evening. I would love for it to be Friday evening, but tomorrow, right? We're getting close. We're getting close. Okay, so I have, these are in the right place. The biggest issue is if I have sticky pistons in places where, you know, they're essentially not supposed to be, then that, you know, gets a little problematic. So let me make sure all these blocks are properly situated. That one has redstone on it. There's redstone there. So that should be good. And I'm gonna place this, but I also recognize that this may not actually work. So I'm gonna let it go and see. And if it doesn't work, what I'll do is I'll just start doing the outside. So it closes properly. There's something weird going on over here. So this side didn't work completely. I'm not really sure why, and I'm wondering if I have one of the ticks on here off. What it looks like is it actually just like shifted it to the side, but maybe, oh, that's because I did this totally wrong and I keep adding too many of these. And this is the issue with redstone, is there's like just like little things, especially if you're following a tutorial, that you can totally screw up. So let's see if I do this again, if it goes back up. It does not. And let's see if I can do it from the inside. It does not as well. So that's something I obviously have to figure out and work on. But for now, at least I know what it looks like while it's closed. And so I can start building around it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it big enough on either side so that I leave space for myself to basically have like a little control room, and I can go in and fix the redstone. Groupon code, 1 more sleep till the weekend. Yep, 1 more sleep. Or you could just stay up and then just the weekend's kind of already here. But yeah. Definitely. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of all of these things and I'm going to start grabbing the blocks that I need. Basically, because this is actually helpful to see what it looks like when it's down, because the black wool is kind of down to here, I want to make sure that I cover that up. So I'm just going to put kind of like the basic, you know, blocks around, and then I can all like, you know, change like the detail and how it looks and everything like that. Okay. And so what I had to do was essentially destroy this section of the wall here. And so I am going to adjust it a little bit because I want to make sure that, you know, when it comes time to actually make some changes, I don't have to worry about, you know, destroying the redstone and redoing it or anything like that. So I had 3 blocks here. Let me see. That came out a bit. 1, 2, 3. That way we get like it looking kind of the same. The other thing I want to do is I obviously do want to cover up this whole side as well. I don't want the teal sort of showing up from that block. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring it in so that I'm not... I think what I will probably end up doing is leaving these pieces off because I'm going to have to build up around this, which is fine. So from the inside, that looks kind of cool. And what I think I'm going to do, because I've used the stone bricks, I'm going to then just sort of add the deep slate tile. I'll work with a little bit of blackstone. I'll grab the cracked deep slate tile. And I don't think I'm going to do anything with the reinforced deep slate on the gate, because that feels like, I don't know, might be a little bit overkill. But I will grab the block of netherite, and I'm going to grab some of the crimson because I do want to, you know, continue to use that, the deep slate brick wall as well. Okay, so basically from here to here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the kind of general structure is like 7 across. So I'm gonna give myself a little like outline here. And I think I'd love to actually use the deep slate tile stairs, so use those upside down. And I might bring this out so it's like kind of like a tunnel a little bit. But that's something I'm definitely going to have to play around with a little bit. I think this is the furthest that we're going to see. I almost don't want this here just because it then looks a little bit off on the side. And the other part of me kind of wants to do like some kind of large, like, I don't want to say tower, but kind of like a platform on the top so that you could technically be up on top of the gatehouse, and then I'll have some stairs kind of come down off of it down onto this area over here, and then have some sort of some stairs like I was considering building last time. I kind of like adding these little like details every so often. The goal of this is really just to give it some dimension, not have it be this sort of like straight up and down structure that's really boring. And I'm going to do something different on the other side too. I don't want them to be totally identical. I would like the outside to be maybe a little bit wider or a little bit come out a little bit. And I think what I'll do is I'll use some wool to plan that out, because, you know, that is my favorite thing to do. So if we have sort of this like square structure, I'm going to add like a piece of wool here just to remind myself that that's how wide it has to be for my little control room area to fit. And then I need a little extra space like for me. So if I bring it out that way, 1, 2, 3. Then what I can do is kind of go out from here. That's going to be just kind of doing it this at whatever height. Okay, so if I kind of have it go out like that, and then want there to be sort of another like a sort of edge over the top here. And I could probably even take that out one step further. So what I'll do is I'll just trace this, because that might actually look really nice. I don't want to go out further this way, obviously, because I don't want the gate to be obstructed, so we'll just make this add this a bit. I think that looks a little bit more fluid too, which is cool. Just add a little bit of light for me here. rid of these. Get rid of these. And that'll just, I think, look pretty cool, just as it sort of slopes out. So I'm gonna kind of bring this, the stone brick or the deep slate bricks just up to this height, I think, at least for now. You know, I do want it to look a little different up top, and so I feel like this is probably the good, like, level to do that. I need a deep slate slab. Do these inner corners like that. Okay. And because I've done sort of this like 3-block thing here, I might actually do the brick tail here. You know what? I'm gonna actually be right back because I have a phone call that is important coming in. So I will throw up the screen and be with you guys in a few seconds. Never mind, I was not quick enough to get to the actual phone in time, so I will just wait for them to call me back. I have been waiting for an important phone call, and I was hoping they would call me before the stream, but I don't know if that's actually the right place anyway. Roach, the YouTubes are being difficult with my Grimalkin notifications. I think you might have to hit the bell on my page so it gives you the notifications, but YouTube also does that to me with other people, that it just like it doesn't give me the notifications at all. So that's very much a possibility. Oh, I hit the bell. Yeah. I don't know then. I mean, it could just be YouTube. I never get notifications for half of the people that I follow that I have the bell on for. I may unsub and resub, etc. after the stream. I mean, you can do that whenever, if you need to. It may work, it may not. I don't really know. YouTube is really weird like that. It feels like this has been an issue for a long time, and they still haven't really fixed it. So, yeah, but we'll just continue with the this whole little situation here. The Gatehouse. Okay, so I'm extending this out because I do want to kind of go upward with this. Just sort of mirroring both sides at the same time so that I don't forget what I'm doing. The good thing about this too is bringing this out a bit gives me room to work on the redstone so that I don't have to like struggle and, you know, dig into the building and have to redo it every single time. I can just climb inside. There's our buddy down there. He's still doing whatever it is he does. But anyway, Roach, thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I am working on the Gatehouse right now and kind of hoping I can get a lot done today. Not just on the Gatehouse, but the castle in general. I'm just sort of winging this design. I haven't really thought about it too much, to be honest. Oh, thank you for being artsy while I work to keep me from going slowly insane. You're very, very welcome. If at any time I can help keep anybody more sane, you know, I get it, so I will try my best. You at least weren't here for me, you know, showing how my redstone isn't fully working, so that's like not the artsy part though, so I can do that off stream. I feel like it's fine. Have to bring this up too, yeah. Technically a part of the Gatehouse, so I will have to have it sort of like wrap around, I think, inside. Lastly, obviously it's your build, but when you're happy with the redstone, you could build a boarding over the castle gate. Yeah, no, that's, you know, that's the thing, is that the redstone to me is like, it's, I guess, not something that I find super essential. But it kind of is, you know, I'm like super particular. Like I want certain things to work. Like I want to have something functional when it comes to the gate, because that just feels like that's important for the castle. So this is something at least that I can leave for now if it doesn't work, and then I can, you know, improve upon the whole gate after the redstone is like totally done. Okay. Back. just be looking upward so I can see what they're doing. Poster here. Plate tiles here. BRB work. No problem, Malka. I will be here. The sound of the llamas and the alpacas and the trader are really like hilarious, but they do get on my nerves every once in a while, especially when he takes this invisibility potion. What I am feeling is I might do the iron bars again for the windows. You know, for the outside here. I can always change this later anyway. Oh, there he goes again. Broach, sounds in this game are, in a way, pure genius. Maximum entertainment with minimal work on the part of the designer, I think. Yeah, I mean, and some of the sounds are so, like, strange that I feel like, you know, they didn't really need to put much effort into, like, the actual recording. Like, you don't really need real animal sounds. But I'm also kind of, like, I feel like it would be hilarious to see, like, a recording of, like, you know, whatever dev, like, made some of these sounds, because it's just, like, they sound ridiculous, which is funny. Okay. I've got that side, and I want this to sort of, like, fluidly swoop in to the interior of the castle. So I will let's do my little plotting again. I don't want it to be the same, but I do want it to work functionally. Look kind of cool. Oh yeah, that would be funny to see their face while making the men herm sounds. Yeah, like it's just like those weird sounds, and then you hear other things out in the world that just like sound similar. Like whenever my kid like kind of grumps or mumbles about something in like typical like, you know, kid fashion or whatever, sometimes he says it in a way that sounds like a Minecraft villager, so then of course I imitate the villager, and then, you know, that's just weird parent stuff, I guess, but it's really, really amusing. Okay, so I've got that, and then I just have to actually connect this. You know what? Now that I'm looking at this, oh, I did this wrong. That deep slate needs to be in this spot. There's gonna have to be like a lot of cleanup when. Is that wrong? No, I didn't do that one wrong. This one was in the right spot. It's just the next part that is not. Looking at it from above is just like the easiest. Okay, so then I need to go in here. Right here. Perfect. And now I can work on expanding the inside part. And what I'm probably going to do is I'll do the outside and then I'm going to leave the inside hollow and like make a door so that I can go in and work on the redstone later. I feel like I've given myself enough space at least to be able to do that. And then like when everything is good and I know it's going to work and it's not going to get messed up. It is also possible that like the redstone I've done just doesn't work for this size. It's one of those sort of like tutorials where they're like, okay, you can go up to a maximum of 15 blocks, but they didn't really specify if there was a minimum, so that's something that I guess I will find out. I play around with it again, ideally off stream. But I don't think it's the worst thing in the world if, for whatever reason, it's not functional. I just want to try to make it work if I can. Oh. So this is where I'm glad I kind of left this spot blank down here because I knew I was going to have to either destroy whatever I built over in this corner or redo it. Let's do stone tile, okay. Hey. Kind of like a dog bone or a bow, which is cool. I think I might eventually get rid of these iron. Yeah, you know what? I'm not loving the iron right now, and so in the meantime, I'm just gonna close this up. I think the iron bars look a little too, I don't know, like jarring, like the bright color of the iron. So the top part, I think what I'll do is like similar to what I did here with like the black stone. I'm wondering if I should take it up a little bit higher by a couple blocks. We'll bring it up 2 blocks higher. I'm honestly pretty excited because I usually, when I build things this big, I don't do like a few weeks straight of them. I just start building and then it takes me like several months because like it's just kind of like something I come back to whenever I'm bored. But working on a large build kind of all at once is really nice. And you know, I've gotten so much done already. I'm like, this is insane. add that here just to there we go. So then I think all the way around the top, what I'll do is I'll do one layer completely of the bricks themselves. Then I will start, and that's really just to consistency. And then what I'll do is start playing around with the black stone. And just like the rest of the castle, I'm going to make the flooring on top because I do want this to be a level that you can just stand on. I will make the flooring just regular stone bricks. I'm actually going to bring it out though and put that on top because the black stone is going to overhang the outside. Just fill this in. So Roach, how much more time do you have left in your workday? About noon and I get off at 5. I was working overtime, I think one of your streams. Okay, all right, that makes sense. I'm planning, I mean, I'm Eastern time, so I'm planning on streaming till about 4. Maybe a little sooner I might end the stream today, depending on where we get with the build. Okay. Next Minecraft stream, what I will do is I am going to try to ensure that I have I want to figure out how to turn weather off, which is something I've never done, but I think it would just be easier for the stream since I'm building to do that. Cool. Oh wait, yeah, that was what happened. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we're in a different time zone. All right, let's grab all of these things that I need. Oh, this is like the best part. I think the best thing they could have added to Minecraft was the fact that you can just basically like grab blocks that you've already placed in creative mode like that. If I recall, yes, okay. Nope, I also need this on top. Never mind. Not never mind, but just like to put this down first because then I can, it's just easier to place all of the blocks. I'm thinking about it. I should have done the light part on the outside because you can see it. Maybe I'll just replace the blocks that you can see. Glass knee 1755 here. Also, if I ever seem to ignore something you said, I probably stepped away. No, that's no problem. Wait, so yeah, so okay, Glassney, you're BST then, right? Or British Standard Time or whatever. I had to like think about that for a second in my head. Because I know so many people who are obviously BST, but like I still have to do the math in my head. Still, you know what? I might want to actually keep that. Because it'll just be like poking out a little bit. UK time, yeah. Trying to remember what I did for the corners like that with where I just have one. Let's remind myself. Oh, right, okay, so I had the top and then basically gonna go around this. Okay, so that's done. Now I just need to go around and I'm only going to do this, I think, on the 2 block ones, I'll do it in the corner. Middle here. I already forget. I go halfway around the building and my mind goes completely blank. Okay. Look at that from the front. That looks pretty cool. Now there's a couple different things I could probably do up here. The inside actually looks really neat too. I do want to try to incorporate this somewhere on the outside, so I should look for a spot for that. This feels just to make it look a little different. So I think that's coming out amazingly. Let's see. So I could kind of make some small like structure up here. But I almost think I don't want to. Like I don't want to have towers everywhere. I think the biggest thing would be sort of having to like I could make stairs that go up this way, but I don't think that that makes sense. It would make more sense to have just like the entrance to, you know, this space be over here. But even that looks is a little iffy because I'd have to really like kind of take over this whole area to make some kind of outside exterior stairwell. So what I might end up doing is something like just in this corner here. But I'm not really positive if that's something I want to do yet. I think that this actually looks really cool from this angle. Well, just with the sunlight shining through. That's cool. Now, everybody kept saying that they wanted a moat, which obviously isn't something that I've necessarily really decided I want to do yet. Because I think, especially on this side, a moat just doesn't really make sense because obviously it's going to spill off into this like ravine. But I will try to do something on the outside to kind of make it look, I guess, better protected, especially over here. So that's something that I obviously want to do. So let's see, we have kind of like a standard like gatehouse right here. And I'm not going to touch the inside of the gatehouse today because, again, I want to work on the redstone and make sure that all of that is good to go and works before I actually like do anything to it. So I guess the next thing that I want to work on today is really this, because I want to make sure that the whole exterior of the castle is closed in before I really start working on more of the interior details. And I can also, I guess, decide on like what if I want to do another tower like this somewhere. But what I am thinking of doing is, I mean, this is effectively going to be sort of like a gatehouse, but not really. Like, I'm not planning on making it a full gatehouse, like the front, but just sort of like a throughway. The weather is driving me crazy because I have to keep, obviously, dealing with it. Okay. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just building the frame because I don't really know what I want it to look like. I'm really honestly excited to start working on like the buildings inside of the castle walls, because there's a lot of opportunities for me to do basements and stuff, but I feel like I do need to do this first. So that's going to be kind of what I work on, and then what I will move into next. I might also add that sewer grate that I was talking about. But I think I want to actually build like maybe like a whole like underground sewer system. Rogue Otter, what up? Hey Rogue, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Group on code, I'm back again. Lost my 5G signal on the bus, so missed most of the stream. So any PvP-ness, not on here, obviously. Although I feel like playing like survival Minecraft would actually be kind of fun on here, maybe even on like a multiplayer server. Obviously, I have my own server, but like there's not going to be a bunch of people on there. It's just sort of like close friends and family and stuff. But get rid of this one. Actually, I don't need to go this far out. Okay, so of that, let me extend the flooring here. The spam group on code. She got 360 no scope kill while you were gone. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what happened. Somebody just showed up in my, single player creative world, and I had to do what I had to do. Groupon though, I will show you what I did for the front gate, because since you might have missed me finishing that up. Obviously, like I said, the redstone doesn't fully work right now. I can open the gate, but then I have to like redo stuff to get it to reset. The closing function doesn't really work, so. And I sort of anticipated that because redstone, again, not my thing. But at least we have a nice front entrance now, which I will show off in one moment. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have kind of so far on this front entrance. Oh, I fell in a hole! Okay. Wasn't that bad. I realized too on the inside I have like the deep slate kind of going off to the side. So now that I'm back over here, I kind of want to like do something like that. Daddy PC Gamer, smash that like button. Sorry I haven't been in and hanging out. Work's been crazy today. I hope all you beautiful people are having an incredible day so far. I love you all dearly. Redstone sucks. Yeah, redstone, I mean, it kind of sucks. Like, some people are so good at it. And like I always say, my kid, it's like second nature to him. But for me, just not my thing. Just not that great at it. I think I found another place I can... Okay, so I like that a little bit better. Okay, so this is our front gatehouse. I think so far it looks really good. Like I said, redstone is being a pain, but I'm loving how it looks from the inside, in fact. It just generally, I love how this looks, and I like the way with these shaders, how the light sort of like filters through. Even at the end of the day, just with that sunset look, it looks so cool. Eventually when I get lighting in here, I know it's gonna look even better. I almost kind of want to make this like rounded, almost like top for this little like gate, but some cracked deep slate on the inside here. Actually goes way too high. It doesn't go too high. Actually, I remember why I wanted to do this. I wanted to bring this up a bit so that there's stairs. So that's what I'm going to actually have to do next to get to the right level that I want to get to. What I'll do is Daddy PC Gamer, it looks beautiful. I absolutely love it. You're making me want to pick Minecraft back up. You should. It's always fun. It's always good to pick up every once in a while. Groupon code, have you played Minecraft Dungeons? I haven't, actually. That's something I have not checked out. I have, you know, I mean, I kind of have my, like, little ebb and flow with Minecraft as well, where I, you know, I step away from it for a while, but, I don't know. I haven't really explored Minecraft Dungeons or anything like that. So what I want to do for this bridge, I don't want the bridge to be the same as the rest of the castle. I feel like it needs to be a little bit different. And so I'm thinking of actually playing around with cobblestone. Oh, there's the cobbled deep slate though. See, this is the thing, is that I keep going back to the deep slate because I want the deep slate to work, because that's like my whole thing, is I'm doing a deep slate castle. But maybe I can play around with both. We'll see how that works out. Like, I'm kind of envisioning, like, okay, this is like maybe an older part of the castle that's been turned into this like nice little like garden courtyard pond thing. That's at least my thinking. The underside looks good. Started building a Vegas replica a few years back. Realistic interior and exterior of hotels. That's actually really, really awesome. I would love to see something like that. So let's get... Last niece says, Daddy PC Gamer, how long did that take you? Yeah, I kind of want to know how long that, something like that. That has to be enormous. Like I can't imagine how long that would take, especially if you were doing it solo. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna make the transition between the stone or the bricks and the cobbled deep slate much smoother. Because I'm thinking too, with this being cobbled deep slate, I kind of want it to. I need to add some supports. I need to do. I actually don't even think I want to go up this high though with this. Not sure though. Okay, I will. Stick to that. Bridge I feel like is going to definitely be one of the, you know, trust the process builds. It's not going to look great for a while, especially with the harsh lines between the bricks and the cobbled deep slate. Lasting after days of effort, I literally only got 3 hotels done and got burnt out. Yeah, I mean that would take a long time. I can imagine that, like getting burnt out on something like that. That's a big project. Groupon Code. It's a nice little game. I played it day one, streamed a little bit back in the day on Twitch. It's a nice D&D game. Yeah, definitely. Glassney, Daddy PC Gamer. There was me thinking you'd done like half or something. I mean, you know, big projects like that are a lot of work, but really rewarding. Definitely, like, I love all of the big projects, like Westeros Craft, which I was a builder for a little while, like, where you have, like, massive amounts of people working on these, like, huge builds. I would love to do something like that again. I don't think I would go back to Westeros Craft because it, I mean, honestly, they have so much of the world of Game of Thrones done, and a lot of the builds are, like, rebuilds of, like, you know, they've updated, like, areas of the world and stuff. I mean, I know that they're going to be working on it for a long time still, but I don't know, I would want to do something like new, maybe. Daddy PC Gamer Glassney, I wish I had the time and ability. I'll try to get some pictures to share of what I managed to build. It's insane. Yes, please share pictures. I want to see as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just sort of like, I'm gonna play around with like the underside of the bridge because maybe actually I should do this first. Add this so that I know what I need to cover up because I don't want that to be exposed. what I'm going to do, just sort of yeah, and then I will work in some other stuff like the cracked bricks and stuff. And I think I'm going to have kind of like a something else sort of hanging down and blending the two as well. What I need to actually do here is I need to count because I'm going to put a structure in the middle for support. If I don't count, this is going to suck. Times. And 5. Perfect. And then I want to put something to kind of support the base, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to like how this looks. Music is like super tranquil. I love it. Then I can kind of do the same and blend the cobble and the stone bricks. Number 15. Hey Grimalkin, how's your day going so far? I'm doing good. I'm working on this bridge, playing around with some different materials that I'm not sure I'm gonna like, but yeah. This is so chill. I'm loving the music too. I'm glad I've like re-added the music back because I feel like Minecraft music is definitely something that makes the experience. Okay, so from here. Obviously everything I do on this side is going to be mimicked on the other side to make it like a much more stable bridge. But yeah, Ray, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. How was your day going? Day's going well so far. Thank you. Just about to order a Ruby. Being really naughty. Well, hey, you have to sometimes. I am just so much enjoying this, like, music and stuff. I feel a bit lazy though because I woke up late today and it definitely feels like I should have been more productive, but this is really the only thing I had planned for today. Play around. Yeah. And I do that over here as well. I just feel like this needs a little more support. I always wake up late, lol. Yeah, I mean, you know. But you also stay up very late. Like you're always up late at night, I feel like. So, you know, it makes sense for you to get up a bit later in the day. There we go. Starting to definitely look a bit better. And so I'm actually thinking of doing like a sort of like a wooden covered bridge on the top. Like I'll do kind of like a row of stone. And actually maybe I'll do that just to show you what it's gonna look like. Doesn't feel healthy though. Yeah, stream is running amazing by the way. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be in trouble later because I did not actually update my graphics drivers, and there is the new AMD update, and specifically the I think it's the FSR2 thing, is apparently supposed to make like serious improvements for Minecraft. Like apparently people were like under certain circumstances we're seeing a 95% like frame rate increase or something like that, which was pretty crazy. Malka, I'm back. Welcome back, Malka. I can't wait to show you all the things that I've done so far. Although I gotta obviously finish this side of the bridge. I'm actually just gonna like kind of go across like that because yeah. This just makes it so much easier for me to remember like what. I'm not gonna actually do the whole like side exactly the same. Like I'm not gonna fill all of this in. I am gonna a little bit, but I want to, I don't know, do something interesting with that. I feel like I don't know, I mean, it might just seem like it's just a bridge, but like bridges are like the underside of a bridge is kind of like important. Like if you're trying to like make something and give like whatever city you're building or structure or castle or whatever, if you're trying to like give it like character, like, you need to think about like, you know, who's going to be hanging out under a bridge, like what's the underside of the bridge going to look like, is there going to be like, you know, fishing happening down here, like I don't know. I think that stuff's important. It's common on Well Grimmel. Thank you, Glasty. Roach, you know, I had thought from time to time I caught y'all calling Daddy PC Gamer by feminine pronouns, but now confirmed I am so lost. Yes! Daddy PC Gamer. She is amazing. She is... Did I do this? Uh-oh. Do you think I did do that wrong? We also call Daddy PC Gamer Daddy. Correct. I think I just messed up part of it. That's why I was... Okay. That's looking good. And then the part that goes into the water can obviously go into the water. Break it. How's you girls today? Goes down. Just gonna kind of build this all into the water, like not a bridge builder, so obviously forgive me for any structural like integrity issues here if it looks ridiculous. Add this. Daddy PC Gamer, very much female born and raised. LOL, just super gay, so all my bitches call me daddy. Are you including me in that? Thank you. That is me. Actually keep this cut open. Yeah. Rogue actually came up with the name. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. I remember suggesting that as well. Pretty sure there's some debate about those suggestions. Blame Rogue, they're not here. Yeah, he'll be back, I'm sure. And, you know, we definitely blame him. Rogue suggested it, you seconded it. I love you either way, now we're here. Alright, yeah, I guess so. I do like Daddy PC Gamer, like that was an awesome suggestion. I would love for the rain to stop. Because, I mean, to be fair, in real life I love the rain, but in this game I feel like I constantly have to deal with it and it drives me nuts. And I don't like it. Blocks. Correct, because I don't want to screw this up somehow. Hey, okay. Pretty good. 2 on that. There's really no point in me doing this, but I just want to make sure that everything is perfectly even. Then I'm thinking if there is cobbled Deepslate stairs. I don't think there is. Oh wait, no there is, okay. So what I'll do is I will... Actually no, I could probably leave this because I feel like that's not even necessary. So this is where I'm gonna sort of play around with like using some wood. I do want to use the crimson for the roof still, but what I think I'll do is I'm going to take some spruce wood. I could do the dark oak. Yeah, maybe I'll do that actually. And because I'm not like 100% sure what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to grab all of these pieces. Okay. I should honestly just use the strip dark oak wood that doesn't have anything on the top. Gary, I DM'd you a screenshot of the original daddy encounter. Okay, all right. I'm clearly proven wrong. I feel like in voice chat, though, we were talking about it. I feel like it was something I was going to suggest. But I will cede the credit to Rogue. Count on that side how many I did. I think that was 6. Bye. All right, let me take a look at my screenshot here. You are correct. I feel like I remembered it differently. But can't argue with the hard proof there. But it was the best suggestion at the time. Break it. Who's the real daddy? The case continues. I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay. But you know what? I don't want to start using wool to count because, again, I'm not gonna waste all my time and then mess it up. 5. I'm just hoping I did this like of a proper length that I can actually make it work. Ugh! Okay, so we have 2 in one spot. Wait, let's see. So this actually, I guess you could say this is right at the edge there. If I bring this in one though, like basically one. Along here. Daddy PC Gamer, you still get credit. You were the first up vote on the suggestion, and you do stand firm, consistently calling me daddy. I'd remember it differently too if I were you. Roach, why does search for Daddy PC Gamer give me nerdy senpai? YouTube gets more mysterious to me as I age. I don't know, I can't answer that one for you. Hello? Yeah. Couldn't find Malka either a few days ago or a week and a half ago. It's weird. Yeah, it's hard to search for it's hard to search for people's channels if you're like looking for the channel page. Unless like I think it just doesn't come up maybe if they don't have content. I'm not really sure. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna have sort of like the, you know, this covered bridge style thing. I think I will do. I might use something different, like the fence pieces or something, or just like some of the stone walls to just make beams of some kind. Although what I want to do, I'm just gonna line the edges, and I'll probably decorate the bridge a bit more later on with like leaves and stuff. Little bushes. I think the biggest thing I'm excited about is with the shaders, just like kind of having a final walkthrough of the castle and just kind of tweaking the lighting beforehand so everything just like really looks perfect. Maybe I'll just actually use the planks. That would make a lot of sense. It'll look different. It won't make the entire interior structure of the covered bridge look all the same. Curious if I delete. Oh, actually, might be good. I'm also loving just like how the water looks, how blue it is. There's the rain again. You know what? Let me take a moment and see if I can actually figure out the how to turn weather off. Let's see, weather off. Oh, look at that. I hope that actually keeps it off in the right setting. But meantime, while I'm building, I don't want the rain to keep turning back on. feel like this does actually kind of necessitate that I have this like that. Always curious if someone else has streamer content. Oh, I love shaders for water and sky, yeah. Yeah, I'm loving the, I mean, the sky, these clouds are part of the shader pack, and then there's a different shader pack that I used that had really cool night skies. I've turned off a lot of the things that are in this one. Like, I think, I don't remember. I have the stars on, but like some of the shader packs have things like constellations and stuff like that, shooting stars. I have a lot of that turned off for performance. Feel like it might be getting a little too complicated with this. So what I would like to do is just kind of pop. Then if I have to adjust these when I add the roofing, I can, but I just want when you're sort of walking through there to be, you know, somewhat of a more intricate design on the beam. And I really only want this to be mostly visible from the inside the bridge, so that it sort of becomes something that you can't really notice from the outside. And so the crimson planks are going to dip down over the side. Doing this. I think that's really this right now. Overhang. The other thing too is actually the way I've done these walls, I may like open up this part and have the walls kind of build off of that, so you can walk around the edge. That's just a thought I'm sort of having. Something I do want to do when I'm done is my kind of final walkthrough of everything. I've added all the details. I was thinking of recording that, doing that off stream. But the only issue that I find with that is that the shaders I use require Optifine, which I need to have a specific build for Optifine, and I use a specific version. However, if I want to use replay mod, which is a mod that just a lot of people use for doing like Minecraft videos and stuff, I don't think that they're compatible. I don't think I can use the same version, so I have to play around with that and see what I can do. I might have to do it without shaders, or just, you know, do the video without replay mod. One of the two. I almost like want to bring it out even farther, but I do this. I don't actually want this actually look if I do it like that. I could actually do a whole different color as well. I could stick with the spruce and just do a slab layer there. Or I could do something with the stone again. Might actually use the stone. That's... Before I add the other details, I'm just going to actually finish up the top. All of this first. Really love it. Looks. I actually don't even mind the gap there right now. Maybe I won't fill it completely. So the other thing, actually, now that I'm kind of like working on this, I really enjoy doing these chill Minecraft streams. Something else that I've been thinking of is the stream schedule that I set up was sort of like a tentative schedule because, you know, I don't really know if this time is going to work for people who want to watch, if it's going to work for me long term. So that's sort of like kind of where I'm at, what I'm thinking of. I am thinking of changing my Minecraft streams at least to be a little bit later at night, just so that I'm not kind of, I don't know, I feel like doing a little bit later at night stream might, I realize that some people who watch are, or potentially watch, are in the UK, and so that also is potentially means that it's a little late for some people. I would like to also incorporate other games aside from Minecraft, and for me, like, Minecraft is a really great nighttime chill game, but still sort of figuring that out. I am, as I mentioned last stream, I am going to be streaming on Sunday at and I'm going to be doing a Stardew Valley stream. Suggestion of Rogue and Lana. So we'll see how that goes, but I've been thinking after playing Stray of sort of playing some other games that are a little bit more like either adventure, open world, survival, something like that. But that I don't want that to be sort of all of what I stream, because creative games like this are really a big part of what I like to do. Anybody has thoughts about that? I know. I will apologize too. I don't have my typical candle burning in the background because my cat is actually sitting right next to me and I don't want her to light her tail on fire. The other thing I want to think about too is that like I'm building this castle and obviously there's all of the space around the castle. So when I build the castle, I don't know if I want to follow that build with, kind of fleshing out the area around the castle, or if what I want to do is move on to like a different build. I do have another save that is completely like it's plotted out. It's a whole city, including a castle. So I'm not really sure if that's what I want to do. But it also might be kind of cool to, build sort of like the city around this castle. Sort of we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I have the like basic structure up here. I don't know what I want to do for this little gap. Like I could absolutely have to add. I don't know what I want to do, so I'm going to just play around with it and I'm going to try out the spruce or the dark oak, not spruce, see how it goes. Actually just use the whole block because yeah. Huh. I actually don't think I like that very much. I kind of like having the gap, but I don't want it to be all gap. I wonder if It's really interesting because I normally wouldn't leave something like that, but I do kind of like how it looks. Maybe what I can do, I can expand this like that. And that way it looks like it's supposed to be this way instead of like it's unfinished. Ray Kit, this is looking awesome. Thank you, Ray. I am really happy with how this is coming out, especially because I normally am a planner. Like I have not planned much of this build at all, just kind of letting things happen on stream. Roach. Oh wow, nice. Ray Kit, also big update on Star Citizen today too. On Star Citizen? I have not actually played Star Citizen. Obviously I know that I know a bunch of you and Rogue and a bunch of other people really like it. Although I'm really looking forward to Starfield. That's kind of, I realize it's like sort of in the same vein, similar kind of game, or at least maybe similar like setting. Okay, so I've got this, and I don't know if I want like anything to go across. Like I think I'm okay. Could do something up top like that. I feel like that ends up looking too busy. I've got a cat coming through. Step on. I'll introduce my girl to stream because she's here. Oh, here she is. Here. If I could have her sit in a little chair right next to me, I think that, and like, you know, be visible the whole stream, that would be good. Yeah, honey. I can hold her like a baby too. Give her love for me. She's precious, says Daddy PC Gamer. You hear that? Yeah. I need a keeper cam. But she sits off to the side. And she's sitting in the window where, that is closed so that I can have better lighting. Okay. All right, so I've got that done. I need to do the edge a little bit. Work on this because I don't want the edge to be exposed like that. Right, kid, did you like my cuteness bomb last night? I did. Oh my gosh, all of those kitten pictures that you sent. That was absolutely adorable. I feel like this works, but I'm still iffy on like just generally on not having that gap there. Could also do this. I think that works a little bit better. Definitely. So okay. So I have the basics of the bridge. And now what I really need to do is I have to start building the wall that's on this side. I'm gonna fill this in when I'm done, just so that I kind of know how much space I have. But I am thinking of almost like taking this out a bit further because I want this to be like a thicker wall that you can kind of walk along the whole edge. I also don't want it to be super high. I am going to not do like the same walls as over here. I'm going to do some of these blocks. Like I am going to use Deepslate tiles, but I am also going to still stick with the cobbled Deepslate and the bricks. And then the top I might do similarly, although I might leave off the black stone. So the main thing I want to do is I'm just going to replace all of this with the cobbled Deepslate. And then after the fact, I can go back in with the Deepslate tiles. And I also have some plans for this like whole area because obviously it's not huge, but I do want it to kind of be this like really nice courtyard. I have thoughts about doing kind of like almost like a fantasy style like tree, kind of like weeping and leaning over and hanging over the water. Um, Obviously I can't just put a tree in there because it's not going to look right. I need to kind of like sculpt and mold the tree to look like the way I want it to. You can tell that I'm obviously a big Game of Thrones fan because there's obviously elements of that in some of the things that I want to do with this castle. Obviously in Game of Thrones you have like the weirdwood tree and stuff like that, but this would be different. Daddy PC Gamer, I just started watching Game of Thrones a week and a half ago. I'm finishing up season 5 right now. Oh, that's great. Definitely let me know how you like it. Obviously, like a lot of opinions about different seasons, but overall, overall pretty good show. But we won't talk about it at all because we're still watching it. 8 spoilers. It's just never fun. Okay. So I was thinking about just like building straight up first, but what I might do is I'm gonna bring this I'm gonna have to make this a little bit wider. So 4 works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this wall like, you know, a double thick wall, not like the others that are just sort of like the edge of like different levels in the castle, because I want this to be something that, you know, you can walk along the top with some, you know, stairways and ladders and stuff down. This always gets a little bit trickier because I have to do this a little bit differently. So I'm going to ignore that corner. And I'm basically just sort of like mirroring the wall on the outside. I don't want it to be too thick in spots, and I don't want it to be too thin. But I also don't want to take up too much of the inside because obviously I'm going to be using that to, you know, courtyard area. La Katrina, good evening, everyone. Hello, La Katrina. How are you doing today? Good to see you, or hear you, or see your writing, I guess. Nicholas Anderson, good evening, lovely people. Dropped a like for Princess Grimalkin and her castle. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good to see you as well, Nicholas. Daddy PC Gamer Malka, absolutely unexpected, lol, but everything in that show is unexpected. Oh, the red wedding. Okay, I'm gonna ignore this corner as well, so that I'm not in spots, because obviously too, with the size of this, I can have like a path if I want on the inside. Well, if I wanted something inside the actual walls. I feel like I never used to do this right when I would make walls like this, because I always make some sort of like castle structure, especially when I'm playing on like friends servers. Like I just like building castles. But I think I've gotten better. Every time I build, I get a little bit better at doing this, or at least I'm more prepared to make it work. Here, I think. Let's do that like that. It's tricky. So that, okay, there's the issue there is this. I just feel like I could do better. Like this is the stuff that like I could kind of speed through it, I guess, but I'm really careful with. Okay. And that's perfect because everything seems to line up really well. And I can have sort of like this, I might actually even start it earlier for the steps to kind of come down and have this like lower balcony area. Rake, sorry if I'm quiet. I'm pulling my hair out at something. That's not great. La Katrina, not good to have a headache, but drop by to say hello and stay a bit. Well, I hope you feel better, La Katrina. Headaches suck. I had one this morning when I woke up late, and I think it was just because I slept late, but that's not fun. I hope you do feel better. Nicholas Anderson, Rake it, the ray of light. The ray of light, absolutely. All right, so let me start building walls up. Decide like what level I want them to be at. I don't want them to be as tall as the ones over there. Like, bring it up to like here. I think that should be good. I can adjust later if I need to. I actually I don't know if I want to keep them all the same height or if I want to kind of like this goes downhill, so go down with the terrain. I think that would probably make sense to do that. Not get too crazy, but it'll be a little bit different than the other part of the castle as well. I can go and add the deep slate where I need to. Fun. I also do love the idea of like this also overlooking the outside of the castle walls and just like having the river right below. And that's the other thing, is that one thing that kind of sucks about the way that I built this is this does cut really deeply into the river. And so I could expand the river a bit over here and just, so like, you know, if there was a boat, it could actually pass through under here, which I think would like make sense, and it should. So that's something I'll probably work on after, but I hate having to like move water and add water blocks and like all of that stuff because it can be such a pain to get the water flow back to the way it needs to be. But obviously in creative mode, it is way better than doing that in survival. Not the end of the world if I can't. Nicholas Anderson looks great, Kermalkin. Maybe you could help me build a new basement. Mine is haunted. Kermalkin, have a lovely evening. Catch you around. Okay, take care, Malka. Have a good night. I do feel like there needs to be like something more central that's like really high up, because everything is sort of really tall on that side. I know I am obviously going to be building some taller buildings in here, but now that I'm looking at it, I am kind of thinking about maybe doing something more with the front gate. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm all done. Most of the exterior stuff. Then I get to get into the fun part. Obviously, since I'm planning on doing Stardew Valley on Sunday, I'm not going to be doing Minecraft that day. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do Stardew Valley for 2 streams in a row and then, you know, come back to Minecraft and then finish up the next part of the castle on the following Sunday. Like, a part of me wants to actually do like Minecraft on Sundays, because like Sunday I feel like is a nice day for like relaxing. It also gives me a little bit of time to kind of like relax and take a break in between builds, because obviously working on something this big for a long time you can get burnt out, like Daddy PC Gamer was saying about like the Vegas build. Have a lovely stream. See you all next time. Take care, La Katrina. Feel better. I would also love to, like, periodically, like, upload, like, to somewhere the world save files so that they're downloadable and you'll be able to download them from the description of the video, from the stream. So maybe when I do that sort of final walkthrough, what I can do is add this world save file, which also actually has the hobbit hole I built on my first Minecraft stream. You know, depending on, you know, at least I'll do that when I finish the castle. And obviously if I continue building in here, I can always upload an additional world save. Like, is that you could destroy one tree, but if it's some of the leaves are attached to another tree that isn't destroyed, those leaves will still stay even though they're from a totally different tree. There's actually this sort of like for this build, especially this area of the build, I have this kind of idea, and this corner over here, I may keep it this way, but I have sort of like this, I guess a memory of a castle in the US that I visited at one point that actually more like almost like chateau style, but that was all sort of like stone. We have a castle in Connecticut that's kind of like that, but this was a different one, and it's just like I have this memory of just like this sunset, and like it was this sort of like really like crumbly looking castle, ruins and stuff. And so I would love to sort of like have kind of like these cool archways and like a little structure on this side over here. Again. I always have to remind myself too, though, to pay attention that like if I'm going downhill, actually let me keep this level for right now, because this side is obviously, but the hill is really over here, and so we don't want it to be too low down. So I'm actually thinking I need to bring it up a bit more. Obviously, you don't want somebody to be able to just, you know, jump the castle walls. They do need to be high enough. Good height for just basic level here, but let me double check what I did on the side just to see where it's a lot taller over here. I don't really want it to be like, I feel like the level of grass is actually the same, so I don't really want it to actually be too short, so maybe I'll bring it up a little bit again. Like leave it at this level. Bring this back up. I just don't want it to be too high or too short, but I do want it to be somewhat consistent, the height of whatever the grass is, so that when I build like the stairs, they look kind of even in different parts of the courtyard. I'm gonna add the Deepslate, but I'm actually thinking like sticking with the bridge that I can basically just line the top of this. Just gonna do one layer so that I stay with like the height that I decided on. It is nice to only actually have to do the time instead of having to play with the weather every 5 seconds. Actually, to stay level, to be that same height. Okay. So, like, they're different heights, but I think that that's okay because this whole thing is I might have to adjust this slightly and kind of put it at an angle. Do now. Sides. Let's play with wool to decide how far I want to bring this out. Annabelle Holland, why do I watch some Minecraft vids if I play Stardew Valley? I mean, I feel like there's something about both games. They're both very peaceful. I don't know about you, but I also can't play Minecraft and watch Minecraft. Like, I can play other games and watch a Minecraft video, but for some reason, like maybe it's the music or something. It's kind of like there are certain games you can't play. Like if I'm doing survival Minecraft, I can't watch Minecraft because if I hear a creeper in game and I think it's like the video, right? Like I'll, die. I don't know. I'm planning to play Stardew Valley on Sunday on stream though. So if you are a Stardew Valley fan, maybe that'll make you play Minecraft though. I don't really know. Okay, so I feel like this looks pretty cool. And I'm just trying to remind myself if it was actually like this cuts through to anywhere. Because obviously if we have an underwater cave that you could technically like swim through and get out of the castle, that means you can also swim through and get in. But it doesn't look like it. It's just a cave by itself. Annabelle Holland, I don't have Minecraft. Okay, well then you won't be playing Stardew and then watch Stardew and switch to another game. But I don't know, like there's also a lot of like viral videos I see that like it's like story time videos, but they use like Minecraft backgrounds, like so somebody like doing Minecraft stuff. Like there's something about Minecraft that's really, really relaxing. Okay, so let's do stone stairs. Also, Annabelle, I hope you're having a good day. I think I'm gonna start the stairs right here. And I could kind of even out these edges and stuff too. Liz Anderson, for me, it's relaxing to watch, and this castle looks more solid than my Swedish IKEA crap that falls apart every hour, every day. Annabelle Holland, I've heard Stardew Valley music in a Minecraft video before, and Undertale music in Minecraft. That, yeah, I mean, The music is definitely like a part of it, I think. Also, Nicholas, thank you for your comments on my castle. There's definitely a lot of stuff I built though that like doesn't look great. Like I think, you know, the amount of time I'm spending on this definitely is helping, but it's not always like this when I build stuff. A lot of trial and error. So, like I have to do this so that the walls go all the way to the bottom. Because otherwise I feel like I'm like lying. I don't know, this is just, it's one of those things like I feel like if it's not actually all the way to the bottom, it's not good. Maybe I'll just bring it down a little bit just so that any like that. Too, it does actually create an effect that you can see above the water. Okay, so let's see. Bring that up there so that they're even. Down further. This is mainly just sort of see how this is gonna go. And Camelot is midget compared to this. Keep up the good work. I just like building massive structures. Like I like doing stuff that's like really big. But sometimes that's really bad because then if you are always doing like bigger builds, then you can get really burnt out on them. Like I don't think I could do this twice in a row. Like after this, I might, like I might go ahead and just like build something smaller or do something more manageable. But, I guess we'll have to see. Actually bring this out here. And out there. Just want to bring each side up evenly. Because then, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go out like that. Because what I will do is I'm going to break these through so that I can get to the walls on either side. There's our trader. He's coming to see us all the way over here. Now this is the part that gets a little tricky, is just getting this so that it stays kind of about the right height. And it obviously is narrow in some places, but I think that what I'll do is I'll just like add the blocks kind of, as I go to wait for that. so the outside still looks pretty good. The one thing I'm actually thinking about that I'd like to try is, you know, because I do castles so much, I would love to someday do like a, like much more, I don't know, modern builds, like a large modern builds, whether that be, I don't know, like a city or something like that. I was also trying to bring this up. That's a okay. Then here. Good. Okay. So now what I can do is just kind of go around and just like add things like this here and there to try to make sure that I stay with the blocks above whatever level. Yeah. And on the inside, you'll obviously see things like, you know, this will be exposed on this side, which I might try to compensate for with some like slabs of stone bricks. We'll see. I just want to make sure that nothing is like too exposed on the edge. And that looks good. Like this is a decent size, I think, considering. And obviously the inside is gonna look really nice. I need to do the front of that little balcony there. I have pizza and potato wagers? Wagers? What? Nom 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 nom. How goes the build? Groupon, it's going good. I don't know what that word is. Wedges? Oh, wedges. Oh, that sounds so good. We're having burgers and French fries. Like waffle cut French fries and corn on the cob for dinner, so I'm like really excited, but I need something with potato in it. Obviously we all know why. Yes. Okay, so we have this to sort of finish up. I want it to all be the bricks though. the music that just turned on would be wonderful if, I do that and that's... Oh no, that would be... What I'll do is I'll just build this. Potatoes all the way Groupon. Yes, definitely. I also totally like lost my train of thought as I was doing this. I realized like I obviously can't leave this open, but I also don't want it to like be open from this side, so you can just like walk into this like enclosed area, so I'm gonna have to close that off. Okay. Next one. I have to obviously do something with these like walls here. I actually don't think I want this like up this high though. I'll do that. But I don't actually like I don't want to just get rid of these. Okay. Keep it just be like that. Support it here. Nice. You know, it would be cool. Minecraft Ark crossover. Everything would be cool with dinosaurs. That would actually be pretty neat. Nicholas Anderson, maybe you've done a ranch or a farm already that would look cute with some animals. No, I could actually do like a full farm outside of the castle when I'm done with the castle build. Because I think that would look kind of cool. Like, especially like with this castle, like we have all of these sort of like plains stuff all over here. And that's where I kind of feel like having like a village or something outside of the castle, a little farming village, like that way would be cool. You know, obviously I talked about like having the sewer drain over here, which I am still planning to do, and have it kind of like some grates here and then have them like run down that way. Also would be really cool. I thought about like doing like kind of like a quarry or a mine too. So there's a lot I think I could do with this like whole space. Also in looking at this, I'm feeling like there needs to be some of the crimson on top of this structure. But I'm not gonna do that now. Okay, so I have this. I need to obviously build in the stairs that I want to work their way down to interior of the this whole place. And I don't think I need to do stairs on every side, like maybe just stairs right over here. And so I'm getting rid of Oh no! Cat crossing over. I'm just gonna put down this just like that. Build up the but yeah, I would definitely like to do maybe like a farm or something like that, because I do like doing stuff like that. I do that in survival a lot because I always feel like I need to, you know, be able to farm and stuff in game, and so when it comes to survival mode, I just want to, like, I don't know, build a farm so that I know exactly where I need to go for food, and I have plenty of space to get enough food. Wasn't actually, it's all of the bricks, but that actually looks. Okay. Take this out. Let's make the they look the same. Okay, so this is cool. Now we have stairs that kind of take you down to this like whole area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a shovel because I don't intend for this area of the castle to have like stone like roads or anything. Up to the path down. Sand is just not going to work for. Again, I want there to be kind of this like big space, so that's why the path is going on the outside of where the tree eventually will be. I think I am going to actually just replace what was sand with grass. I'm fine if there's like sand elsewhere, but this just works a little bit better for trying to do. I think over here what I can do is just leave this. I need to continue the path all the way over here. I mean, overall, this isn't intended to be like a big space. It's really meant to be just kind of like a peaceful area of the castle. I would like to, once I kind of dress it up with like greenery and stuff, I would like to kind of incorporate some ruins, just assuming that, you know, at one time this was maybe more of a crucial part of the castle and that was changed or something like that. Roach, I was gonna say pretty much every survival game I play, I make a city with a farm. Yeah, like you gotta have a farm. You gotta have like a place where you're getting all of your food from, something like that. Um, okay. So now I was thinking like, okay, do I continue and add more of the structure? Like I need to do something on the outside because I obviously have over here, I have the blackstone and all of the detail like that. And so I don't want to do this on that side, but I do want to add something. So let me see with the deep slate layers and stuff. I haven't done anything with the polished deep slate, and that is going to look different. You know, so that might be worth, you know, doing something. Let's see. Could do something like this. That's with the deep slate tile, and then the polish. Yeah, the polish doesn't look half bad. What I'm going to do is just do it on the non-one piece walls. Back in, fix up the gaps. Anderson, patience is key because when the right time comes, it will be very beautiful and worth the wait. Absolutely. Slabs, or I could do a different slab. And maybe I'll do the brick slab. That'll just like look a little bit different. Like brick. That seems like a good, like, I'll do. Get rid of this tree because it's getting in my way. Two. Fish is swimming. Fishes. outside. Polished deep wall. I can't wait to actually light this whole thing up, like with lanterns and stuff everywhere, so that at night it looks really cool. Okay. That was the outside. That is finished. Like, completely forgot that I didn't do this part. Oh, you know what? I didn't do... I completely forgot this whole section. There. I don't want to totally botch this one. I have to do that a little different. It is going to look a little weird because I'm not going to be able to do this here. Unless I keep it low like that. That probably is. But it's kind of funny to me, all the Minecraft builders just instinctively now the alternative decorative uses of every part. Not too many lights, then Rogue will go raving. There's gonna be a decent number of lights. Like obviously, like some areas of the castle won't have that, but you know, I want them to look decent. I want to also, because the shader pack I use honestly is really dark. Like this is the lightest I can get it, without it looking weird. So I do want, you know, there to be some light. I don't want it to look too moody. All right, so now I have to do the inside. The outside I think looks fine. What I'll do the same thing I did before, and I'm going to use the polished deep slate stairs. And I'll do those corners in a bit. This one's going to be a little hard, and I have to do some kind of transition there, so I will figure that out. That's, I think, the extent of what I'm going to do there, because I don't want, this is like too close, so. I'm just going to make this all white. Here too. Okay, so like the little weird spots. That. Like that, I feel like is fine. It's a little sloppy, but that's the best I'm going to be able to do that. Where else? think that that looks. I'm not going to add anything there because I already have stuff. So. Sort of disregard this. I feel like I actually, yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. Better. Gotta love the animal sounds, really cute. They are cute. They can be a little annoying sometimes, but I admit that they are very cute. That out. So do that. Okay, and then the last thing to do is just add the slab. I think this helps a little bit with like the interior. It's gonna look a lot better. The slab's just adding dimension there. And eventually when I do like my final walkthrough at some point, I will increase the render distance so that I can see all of the castle. I just know that streaming and playing performance-wise, not exactly... Oh, there's a tree here. Doesn't exactly work out for my computer, for my PC, so... Got like floating trees over here that I need to take care of. That was it for that one. And I will actually probably re-add trees on the outside, just when I kind of have fully, like, I guess, realized what I want to really do here. So I have a couple of options for what I can do next. I have some time in, you know, the stream. I plan to stream till 4 today, so that is another about a little less than an hour for me. So the things that I could, I think, do, obviously the front gate, the redstone is something I'm going to work on off stream. And I may have to redo parts of the gate if like it just really doesn't work out. But I will hopefully figure that out. So things I can do for the remainder of the stream is I can work on this area still. I can add, you know, the tree that I was thinking of having like hanging over. I could, you know, kind of do all of that and pretty this area up. The next thing I can do, I can also work on, you know, expanding this river a little bit underneath. I'm not going to get into the buildings that are inside the castle today. I realize I actually didn't finish this part quite yet. So maybe I can just build this up as well. So those are some of the things I'll do for the remainder of the hour. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a quick break to get something to drink. And then I will be back and we will get right back into it. Okay, I am back, and we're gonna jump right back into this so that I can kind of finish things up for this stream. What I am gonna do, I think, because I did totally forget about this side of the bridge. Like, I did kind of want it to be somewhat of like a, you know, sort of a gatehouse, I guess. But I don't really need it to be like, you know, the same as the front. So what I'm thinking of doing is just playing around with this a little bit, try to get it to where I want it to be. Anderson, I have 9 p.m. over here in Sweden. Welcome back. Oh, Rich. Oh, drat. She played late that day. Yeah, it gets later, faster there. I may be the world's worst at time zones. I mean, I'm constantly trying to remember what time zones people are in, because knowing people from like different time zones and stuff, like, it's just hard to remember. Not your time zone. I get really thrown off by like time zones in the US where it's like, you know, certain states are split between time zones. Like, I never realized that part of Florida is in Central Time. That was just a surprise to me. Like, I just didn't know. And that always throws me off because it's like weird to think it's on the East Coast. So that's something I always forget. Rosho, yeah, the weirdo states. Yeah, definitely. All right. I'll bring these up here. And some just kind of refuse to acknowledge daylight savings, which I guess they won, right? Aren't we doing away with daylight savings? I don't know. I think that's still something that's kind of decided state by state. So, I'm at least I'm pretty sure it is. I feel like though when the majority start doing that, or if that's like the majority opinion, then all states will eventually fall in line. Like, I feel like they just would inevitably do that, because otherwise it would be like super weird and confusing. But I don't know. I guess we'll sort of see how that plays out. But all right. So what I'm gonna do here is even more confusing than it is now. Yeah, I know. Like, with different states, like having like, you know, different time zones and stuff, and like different rules about stuff like that, like, it just gets really confusing. Like, I do like, I mean, it's something obviously like I'm used to when we change the clocks and everything, but I feel like it would just be more convenient if we just didn't do this. Fill in this here. I don't have this like random hole. Okay. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with this, like, entirely. Like, I'm kind of thinking of like not doing walls for all of this. But the further out I go, the more it takes up this space, which I kind of want to use for buildings. Placement's awful today. It always struck me as weird. Why not just open later and earlier as the sun changes? I guess that would be a possibility. That might also, I guess, maybe that's more work for like businesses and stuff. I don't really know. I don't know. I think everybody's just also like gets comfortable with what we've always done, so then like changing is never really considered. This works. I'm just kind of winging this one like more than usual. I really don't know what I want to do for this back gate, but I do want it to be, you know, a little unique. Ellie Moon, that's how I know it's wintertime and summertime, eh? Hey Ellie Moon, how are you doing? Nicholas Anderson, I have midnight sun up here June through July. That change messes me up. Yeah, that must be crazy. Like, I mean, you know, I don't really have anything like that where I am. Right. Of like labs. So. There. Allie Moon, I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you doing? And I'm doing great today. I'm having so much fun with this build, which I'm going to show off at the end for everybody who's kind of joining a little bit later, or I'll show it off a little bit. Here in Sweden, it's like 70% darkness. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, it sounds kind of nice, maybe some of the time. Okay, so I've got that. It's not really like, you know, a gatehouse necessarily as it is just sort of like this, you know, interesting looking entranceway. What I do want to do here is grab these. We don't really have a gate, and that's okay, I think. But I do want to add some detail here to make it look kind of nice. I almost wonder if I did this. Maybe I can expand this side of it. That's why I love summer in the heat. Summer is nice. I don't know how I feel about this necessarily, but especially like this corner. Get rid of this. I absolutely can. Get rid of this without it looking terrible. I just don't like how like blocky it looks right here. Ugh, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how I did this entrance. I'm thinking maybe I have to rethink this part, but get rid of that for now. I do have an idea for this though. Kind of like all different lengths. All right, and we're gonna do, so here's the thing with the lanterns. I love the soul sand stuff in this game and the blue lanterns. I realize it doesn't maybe fit like, you know, the castle vibe. I'm actually thinking maybe I'll just make them the same length on front and back. That might be better. Let's see how this looks at night. This is where I mentioned that like the light, because of the shaders, it's just not as noticeable. So if I do midnight, I think it better. I have the moon over there. That, I mean, looks amazing, but there just isn't, like, this is how much light is added when you put these lanterns down. And that might be something I can actually adjust in the shaders. Like from here, it looks pretty cool, but honestly, the moonlight in general is probably the best part. Roach, this will be an oddball observation, but I had a friend who visited Sweden or Norway and claimed the extended daylight helped him drink more with no hangover. Nicholas Anderson, when did you start with Minecraft? I've been playing since probably when Minecraft first came out, like maybe the first year that it was out is when I played. A friend in college introduced me to it. And like I think initially like I played with my friends and we played survival mode. Like I started, obviously I really enjoyed the building and stuff. And then I've just been kind of playing it ever since. I, you know, go through periods where I don't play it and then I pick it back up again. Ellie Moon, well, I'm not drinking that much, so I don't know how that might be because the sun is so close, so it's stronger, so you're sweating it away. Just saying. I mean, that's a distinct possibility. That is very possible. I'm gonna look at the shader options and see if I can adjust the lights so they're a little bit brighter lighting. Let's see. So it has things like torch intensity, which I have up really high. And how much torchlight will be, I don't really know what that does. Torchlight map attenuation light from the Minecraft light. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff that I have like no idea what it does. The lanterns also, it mentions torches specifically. So let me see if that doesn't. I'm actually curious if it's all torches or just the blue ones that are giving off that much light. Okay, so that gives like definitely like more light. Let me see if the lantern is different. The regular colored lantern. See, I think that that's better. As much as I love the blue,